Well, he's back and we're both in the zone. Well, welcome back to another Finding America Thursday. It is really great to see you here. Well, as you can probably tell from this week's episode's title, Chris and I finally got back together for some long overdue detecting this weekend. Now, this first hunt you're going to see is me hunting by myself before I met up with Chris. I was at the yard that was featured in a past video called What a Yard. Now, I only had a short amount of time, but I really made some cool finds that I wanted to share with you. Well, I switched over to the 6-inch coil. I was just getting up against some of these trees and shrubs. I'm underneath some shrubs right now, and I got a 13, just a little squeaker, and check it out. I do have an old nickel in the hole. I don't know what it is yet. Let's see. It's a buffalo. Holy cow. I got 2 of these last weekend. Now I got another. That is awesome. Yeah, that thing was maybe 3-4 inches down, but it was definitely in the middle of a whole bunch of other junk. So, yep, there she is. I'll tell you what, that is awesome. Well, this one's got a date too, and it's going to be a 1923, and I believe it's going to be Philadelphia. I was hoping for that estimate mark, but that's great. Another nice early buffalo this weekend, and I'm going to keep on going under these shrubs and see if I can pull another one out. Well, next thing was give me a nice 23, sometimes 24, and I cleaned it up a little bit already, but I got a 57 Wheatie in real nice shape, so I will definitely take that one. Well, I'm working in these really congested areas, little tight areas, and getting in between the garbage, and I got a 20 I was able to isolate here, and I started digging down, and check it out. I think I have an old knife, table knife, and I just saw a little bit of it, and decided I'd go ahead and grab the camera and we'll pop it out here. Oh, yep, table knife. Looks like silver plate too. Wow, definitely has some age to it. Very nice. Alright, well, I'll get that cleaned up a little better when I get home, but pretty cool little find. Well, next thing was ringing in a nickel. It had a big piece of iron, but I got a bonus find in here. Check it out. Got an old Vicks cobalt blue jar, and it's got the Vicks logo down here on the bottom. So that is very cool. Yep, Vicks Vapor Rub. So, nice little bonus find. Well, I'm about 15 feet from where I found the last one, and check it out, another table knife. This one's got most of the blades still. Looks like it's from the same set, old silver plate set, so pretty cool. Okay guys, could be something potentially pretty awesome in this hole. I was getting a 28, 32, 33, running that small coil, seeing if I can pick anything, and I get this high tone. Check it out. I have no idea what it is, but it's huge. Look, it's huge. That's the first time I've touched it. I don't even know what this is. Oh, let me see. Oh, it's an English coin. Holy cow, it's going to be a large penny. Oh man, how cool is that? Yeah. You see the bust on the coin? Oh, well, I guess I missed a high tone. That is pretty darn cool. Let me get it cleaned off and we'll see what date it has on it. Very, very cool. Well, there it is. That is pretty awesome. It's a 1940. So, very cool. Very unexpected. I didn't know what to make of this thing. I thought big token or something cool. So, I will definitely take that. And so, that was definitely very unexpected. Well, Chris and I decided we both wanted just to have an easy hunt. someplace with flat ground and easy access to the coolers in our vehicles. So we decided to head back to our huge Victorian lot that we have a permission to hunt. Now Chris had his Equinox 600 along with him, and I had the Equinox 800 along with me. Now we both absolutely love using the Equinoxes, and we were looking forward to a nice, easy hunt. And this spot is great for that. However, that plan kind of went out the window when we made a couple awesome finds right at the start. Well, I'm out here on this lot, and today I'm using the 15-inch coil. I wanted to see what I could find on this lot. We have pounded it and pounded it with all the different coils and Equinoxes, E-Trax, Garrett's. Never had the 15 out here, so I wanted to see what I could find. And right off the bat, my first thing was a 15 and not very deep. Check it out, I got the outside portion of a pocket knife. Pretty old one too. So that's pretty cool. It wasn't very deep. Must have just been one we hadn't gotten over before. But I got over it this time. I got a banging signal here, 23, 24, and guess who's standing here?
Chris?
Hey, he guessed. Yeah, Chris is out here. Give it a little bit of hunting today. We got a nice cool day, so hopefully it'll be easier for him. But I tell you what, I dug down and check out what I got. It appears to be a spoon. You know, it's getting to be like stealth diggers around here. We can't have an episode without a spoon, but this one looks, oh boy, look, it's a baby spoon. Oh my gosh, wow. Oh, whoa, it actually has writing on it. Oh, and it's engraved with a name, birth record of, I think it says Carla. Oh my gosh, and it is dated. Oh my gosh. I think it's 1900 something.
Really?
Oh, good Lord. Will you look at this, guys? Oh my gosh. It was on edge.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And I believe this is gonna...
That's gotta be sterling.
It's William and Rogers. W. Rogers. And I think it is sterling. It's got some hallmarks. Holy cow, what a great find. Woo, yeah. What a way to start the day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see. I'm not sure if it does have a date or not. It's hard to see now, but it's old and it's beautiful. Well, I want to give you a little more information. It says a birth record of, and it says Carla, and here it says DEC 1929. That is so awesome. And you'll never believe it. I was just getting ready to turn the camera on for this, and Chris said, I got big silver. I'm like, get out of here. We've been on this place. He's right over here next to me. So let's just step over for my hole.
Quarter size.
Quarter size.
I'm happy to see that after being so long.
Holy cow, right under the surface.
Yeah, about an inch down.
All right. Oh, I got a feeling it's a barber. You need some spray? Here you go.
I think I see an eagle.
Oh, another standing.
No, like a Washington.
Oh, I thought it was another SLQ. Oh man, that's all. Yeah, yep. Silver Washington.
Nice. That's the second one for me out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wow. You got one on the corner. Yeah.
Boy, that thing's...
Yeah, it's kind of chewy looking.
37 maybe?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, the early one.
Got a mint mark?
I think it's a 3. Boy, that thing's...
Yeah.
The mint mark's on the back on these.
Underneath the eagle there. Yeah, it's a little hard to make out right now. It's got some kind of weird patina on it.
Nice.
Holy cow, man.
This is a good little spot, huh?
We're not leaving this spot now. Yeah, it's wow, that is really, yeah, it is 37.
37. That last one I got was burned or something. Remember that?
Yeah.
I thought it was clad at first.
Yeah, it was all black. Yeah, it looks to be a Philadelphia. So we have a 37P Washington quarter and that killer little baby spoon from 1929. That's not a bad way to start.
No, it's not. I'll take that all day.
Well, you might notice something else about Chris's machine. We can't call it Frankenstein anymore.
No, I had Kenny sent me out his old one. And I tell you what, man, it's a whole lot better ergonomics using the original.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't thank him enough, and I'm just glad to finally be out here using the thing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Kenny, that was really nice of you to send Chris that shaft, and yeah, he's loving life, having a regular shaft attached to that, not a Garrett MindLab combo.
Yeah.
Although that was pretty.
It worked.
It worked.
Just top heavy, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't have a broom handle. Well, I was scratching on off my bucket list. I didn't know it was on my bucket list, but I was getting a 23, 24. And I just popped a hole just like this. I stuck it back in here so you can see how I saw it. But look at that. That's crazy. It's like the top to a little 10. But Chris tells me that's Lego Batman. So I told him I don't know. I stopped at Lincoln Logs. So it's been a while since I've done any of that. So anyway, just kind of a cool little piece. Thought I'd share it with you. Well, Chris told me he has something pretty cool in the hole. So I'm going to come over here and check it out. Oh yeah.
Look at the size of that thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at it's a toy van.
Yeah. Oh, it's got plastic. Look at the wheels though.
Oh, that's old. It's pretty old.
Yeah.
60s, 70s.
Oop. I think the back door is missing.
That's all right.
Look at the
check it out.
Heart moonroof.
Oh, it must have lit up. It had a little button, or maybe that was just the other moonroof part.
Yeah.
That is so cool, man.
That's a different one.
I love it.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Nice paint job.
All right, man. Well, Chris got something interesting, he said.
Yeah, not another, but I haven't had a thimble in a while. It looks like it's got some writing on it.
Oh, yeah.
Pipe something? Furnace? Hey, at least it's not a insurance.
Yeah, life insurance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Pipe something or other.
Oof.
Yeah, that one's kind of mangled.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Might have to work on it to get the thing off of it.
Yeah, clean it when we get home. Yeah, that definitely has a lot of writing on it.
Yeah.
Very cool. An advertising thimble.
Nice.
Nice, very nice. Well, next thing was ringing in like 14 to 16. I had to go pretty darn deep for this, about 7 inches. Man, the ground's a little bit hard, but I finally popped it loose. Check it out. A nice little pocket knife. So, oh, this one actually has, this is an advertising pocket knife. Check this out. I can see the lettering. Oh my gosh. Something, the Prosperity Company Incorporated, Syracuse, New York. How cool is that? Wow. That is neat. And on this side, this side, DR, can't make it out, but it says Morristown, Tennessee. Gosh, I just found something from Morristown, Tennessee in the last video. How cool is that? DB Moser, I don't know, it's hard to make out, but boy, that's an oldie. That's 30s, 40s maybe. Pretty cool. I'll get it cleaned up and give you a better look at it, but that is an awesome find. Well, Chris got something interesting in the hole. About gave him a heart attack.
Yep.
Almost sent him back to the hospital.
Yeah, I don't need that right now. Well, look at that thing.
Ooh. Now, you need to spray that one now.
Yeah.
Let me get my spray on it for you. It is gold colored and, what is it, monogram maybe?
Yeah, it looks like it.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh.
Holy cow.
I think it's probably a locket or a pocket watch maybe.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that monogram on that.
CM maybe?
Yeah, they're always hard to read.
Wow.
Now, Chris shouted from across this field. What? I'll beat the horn.
Look at him.
All right, let's see that thing. That is a lead toy horse. Or that's a donkey.
Is it a donkey?
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got a little spur on him. Or a
harness.
Harness,
and
yeah.
reins. You still see some of the original paint on it. Wow.
Wow, he's got some heft to him.
Yeah.
Missing an ear.
Yeah.
Wow. Another one, I was not expecting it. I pulled it out, I thought it was a big clump of melted aluminum.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. It's a toy lead donkey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Different.
I knew we were going to find a lead donkey today.
Yes, that's what I woke up thinking about.
Well, got a nice Civil War era relic here. It was giving me a 13-14, dug down about 4 inches. I could see it right away. Check it out. That's a pinfire shotgun shell. That's a base, and yeah, these are really hard to find. That is really cool. So, very happy to get that. Chris found one of these. I don't remember. I think it was in our outside video. And I'm in the area of that same place again. And I dug one up now. So, very happy to see that. Well, the pinfire cartridge was a very interesting invention that emerged in the 1830s and lasted until the mid-1860s. Now, in comparison to the muzzle-loading muskets, it was a great improvement because it was weatherproof and it was much easier to load. The hammer of the gun would hit and drive the firing pin into the cartridge, igniting the gunpowder inside. However, there were some drawbacks to that pinfire design. Carrying them loose or in your pocket was a dicey prospect. Jostling them or falling down did sometimes impact the firing pin, which caused the cartridge and round to discharge. And well, that's going to leave a mark. Now Chris yelled over and pointed at his finger. So, got a ring, huh?
Yeah. I thought it might have been silver, just tarnished, but
yeah,
I don't think so. It's a weird style. Look at that, it's squared off.
Yeah, kind of modern. Little stone in the center, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
looks like the
cool.
stone's chipped, but
yeah,
cool.
That's pretty neat. Well, I'm still using that 15-inch, and I'm starting to think the 15-inch has an unusual ability to find spoons, because I sure have found a lot of them with it. But check this out, it's in the plug just a few inches down. But yeah, that's a pretty nice looking spoon. Wow, definitely has a nice ornate design on it. Should have a back mark. But what do you know, second spoon of the day. I won't complain, it's a nice old one. All right, I got a little bit of silver myself now. Not as big as Chris's silver coin, but I will take it. It appears I have a Jefferson war nickel. It was giving me 14, sometimes 15, and looks like I have a 43, second year, and
S.
Let's see what we got here. And a Philadelphia, it looks like. So 43p Warnick, I will definitely take that. Well, this next find you're going to see is one that I have always wanted to find, but I just never thought I had a chance of finding one in my area. Well, I ended up finding one. Well, I cannot believe what I just found. I've always wanted to find one of these, but got a 2122. Wasn't even deep, it was in the plug. And check it out, I got this old button. There's the back side. Now, this is going to be really hard to see. It took me a little while, but there's a log cabin on the front of this button. And I believe this is a Benjamin Harrison political campaign button. It's going to be coat sized, but it's a 3/4 shot looking at a log cabin with a chimney. It's pretty worn. I'm not sure if you can see it. I hope you can. I'll try to get some better pictures later, but wow, this is going to be 1840. Amazing. We're still in this field, and it's next to a house that was here in the Civil War. And boy, I'm just so shocked to see that log cabin on this one. So wow, that is one off the bucket list, because I have always wanted to find a Harrison political button. Well, William Henry Harrison was the candidate for the Whig Party in 1840. Now, he was 67 years old when he ran, and the Democrats and their candidate, Martin Van Buren, chose to capitalize on his advanced age. They said, give him a barrel of hard cider, a pension of $2,000 a year, and he'll sit the rest of his time in his log cabin. Well, their slogan actually worked against them, as the working class supporters of Harrison were greatly offended by this, and the Whig Party seized upon their misstep. They decided to tout their candidate as the hard cider and log cabin candidate, a true representative of the working man. Well, this strategy worked beautifully, and Harrison became the 9th President of the United States. Unfortunately, his victory was short-lived, as just 31 days into his term, he died in office from pneumonia. An interesting side note is that William Harrison's grandson, Benjamin Harrison, actually became the 23rd President of the United States in 1889. And this is the only time that has ever happened in our country's history. Well, that was a fun hunt with a good friend, and we both made some really great finds. And frankly, it doesn't get much better than that for me. I really hope you enjoyed watching this episode, but please don't go away just yet. I have some amazing historical photos from our country's illustrious past coming up in just a few seconds, and I hope you'll stick around for those. And remember, it's history that makes I find a treasure, and I really cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.